Hello guys, before us we have a question in biology paper 2 for the year 2023 for the internals. Now in this video we're just going to focus on the first question. Now question 1 reads, figure 1 shows changes which take place when a plant cell is placed in a solution of non-concentration from stage 1 up to stage 3. Now, if we look at stage 1, based on the structure, we can tell that the cell is in its original state. The reason why we are saying it is in its original state because the parts are fixed. They are there in their original state. Then if we look at stage 2, we can see some changes. So these are some changes. And these changes are there because of the loss of water from the plant cell into a solution. Then stage 3 is about the worsening loss of water. So we can see that the plant cell has lost too much water. So to summarize our concept on this question, it's a question that is dealing with the placing of a plant cell in a solution where the plant cell loses, not gaining. So the key is about which party is losing water between the solution and the cell. So in our case, water is coming from the plant cell into the solution. So it's very important to identify which one is losing water. Now, if you look at the movement of water, we are looking at osmosis. So according to the principles of osmosis, it tells us that the water will move from high potential into low potential, which simply means that the cell has high potential of water molecules compared to the potential of the solution. Now, how can we make this now easy, or maybe for us to understand fully? So let's assign a certain percentage of water. So say in a cell there is let's say 10% of salt. That's a solution. Then in this we are going to have at least 15% of salt. Now, if you look at the concentration, the solution with more solute is highly concentrated compared with a solution with low solutes. So, in this solution, the solution for the cell, if we say we have 10% of salt, it simply means that there is less solute but more solvent. So there is too much water in the cell compared to the water in the solution. Hence, the water will move from where there is high gradient, so from where there is high potential, which is the cell, into the solution. So that is what is happening. As a result, we are able to see at stage 3 the result of losing water. Now, if you look at this part, so the outer part of the cell is a cell. So we have the cell, then the inner part is the cell membrane. Now, the difference between a plant cell and an animal cell on this one is that if this was an animal cell, this would have shrinked. But because of the structures, the solutions that found between the cell and the cell membrane, then we can see that the outer part remained in its original state. So this solution is called the cellulose. So the cellulose makes the plant cell to remain in its original shape even after losing water. So that's the concept here. Now let's move on to question A. So question A, identify the parts of the cells labeled A and B. So our A is just these parts. So this is the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is just a solution in which most of the metabolic reaction occurs. Then cell B will have cell sap, or sometimes you can call it a vacuum. We move on to question B1. Using the changes shown in figure 1, explain what could have been the concentration of the solution in which the cell was placed compared to the cell saps. So for us to answer this question, you just have to look at which one is losing water. So the cell is the one losing water. If the cell is the one losing water, then the concentration of the solution is higher than the concentration of the cell. So say the concentration of the solution is higher than that of a cell. Right, we move on to question 2. What term is given to the process that led to the changes shown in figure 1 from stage 1 to stage 3? So we are dealing with osmosis because it is about the movement of water molecules. Then see, what would be the overall effect of this process on the plant? So we are dealing with the plasmolysis. So the loss of water from the cells. So this causes the, so say this causes the plant to wilt. Move on to question D. Which of the 3 stages of the cell in figure 1 could be classified as the turgid state? So the turgid state is a state where the cell is still in its original state. So we are dealing with the stage 1 because nothing has happened yet. So we'll say stage 1. Then question E, the last one. Name 2 other processes which can make substances to move into and out of the cell. So we have diffusion. Apart from diffusion, active transport also. So this is how we can answer a question like this one on biology. So you need to make sure that you stay tuned to this channel because I'm going to continue with the other questions 2 up to the rest of the questions. And please subscribe, and after you subscribe, please make sure that you hit that notification bell so that as soon as I make a video, you will be notified. Then the other thing is, as you are studying, if you have the chance to come across some of my videos, please share with your friends, whether grade 12, grade 11, GCE, whosoever may be interested of this information. And the other thing is, like the videos and also comment, because your comments gives us the strength to make more of these. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.